Are you thinking about possibly passing on getting a home inspection? We need to talk about that, so stay tuned. All right, so let's talk about home inspections. And I talk about this in a lot of my videos. Every single home, whether it's 20,000 or 20 million, it's going to have issues because it is built by a human being. And that's totally cool. I can dig it. See, I come from the construction industry. I grew up in it. So all my life, my dad, everybody at that point, I know this is how a wood carpenter does this, and et cetera. But the reality of it is, with every home, you need to know what's going on. Foundation, main level roof, et cetera. There's some main things you need to pay attention to, like the age of the roof, the HVAC system, the foundation, but check out the electrical. I mean, you've got to get an inspector to see what you're working with because, hey, sometimes we just can't see these things when we go in. I mean, I've got a really good eye at picking up on things, but I always get my inspectors to go in and really give me the reality of everything, right? Because you want to know what you're dealing with. Even if you're buying a home, sold as is, you got to waive this, due diligence or the inspection. You got to get an inspection. You need to know what you're stepping into because if it's a money pit, just because you get a good deal in my house, $150,000 later, I mean, you're underwater. But the reality is, and I keep saying, what's the reality of? The reality is you have to get a home inspection. You have to. And if it comes back and there's maybe an issue with maybe the electrical, the HVAC, you got to get a specialist out there to really comb through. Because we had a property recently, the HVAC systems were, okay, that's one thing. No problem. I'm going to replace an HVAC system. But when they got to looking through the piping and everything, there was a potential gas leak. You couldn't smell it or see it, but that's why we had to have a specialist out there. Now, that is an easy fix, actually, this particular thing I'm speaking of. However, someone who doesn't know anything about HVAC or whatever, you get in that house, that's a big deal. That's a big problem. The thing is, you want to get experts to come out and look at the investment you're buying. Like I said, doesn't matter if it's 20 million, 200,000, it doesn't matter. You have to do an inspection. Even if you're going to do all the work yourself, just make sure to get an inspection. If people tell you, you don't need one. I'm not going to advise anyone, but you might want to think twice about that. Because to me, I've never did a contract without an inspection. We just won't do it. But I hope this is really summarized and emphatically insistent. Do a home inspection. No doubt about it. So, hey, here's something I want to plant with you. If you got any other topics you want me to discuss, leave a comment below. We'll be happy to break down any subject you send over. And be sure to like, click, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I can pop up there. So, hey, take it easy. We'll see you next time.